It's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
Welcome to episode 14 of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Good morning, Mickey. Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you doing, sir?
I'm a bit confused. I don't know what time of day it is. It's all three for you. But yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? How has your week been?
Not too bad. It's not been too bad. It's been a busy week, hectic week.
Yeah.
We've been up to all sorts this week, man. We've had some good chats, some good podcasts and that, and good little ideas floating around, which is nice. How about you?
Yeah.
You been busy?
Not really. Working. Do you ever get that feeling where you just think not your motivation, but your whole demeanor is just like, fuck it. I just, I can't be asked. It's like you want to feel sorry for yourself. That's how I'm feeling today. I'm not in the best of moods. Had a shit couple of days, and yeah, it's not going to affect the podcast. So there's going to be laughs, there's going to be tears,
No.
There's going to be everything today. So don't worry, guys.
But that's life, though, isn't it? Listen, that's life. We can't always come onto a podcast and it be positive. But
no,
my aim by the end of this podcast is to turn that procrastination around. Flip it. I call it flipping L into a W, flipping loss into a win. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You gotta.
Bang! There you go. It's flipped.
That is it.
Bang.
That is it. As soon as I feel like that, as soon as I say to myself, I'm not going to the gym today. I'm going to sit on the sofa. I'm going to eat like a fucking pig. I'm going to be a slob. I'm not going to wash my bollocks. You know what I mean?
You wash your bollocks?
I just flip it. I flip it instantly. I say, right, get up. Literally, it's that NASA moment into space. It's literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cup of tea.
Get up. Change your mind. Move forward. Just turn it around. Because the thing is, negative energy will literally, it will compile on your brain and it will sit there for a long time. And the moment you allow yourself to be negative, to think negative, your whole demeanor becomes negative. You become negative with other people. You start to sort of pass it on. And fuck that. Just fuck that. You're going to die, mate. You are going to die one day.
What, today? Cheers.
No,
So
not today,
back
but
today.
maybe tomorrow. Maybe a year from now. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But
yeah.
Do you really want your last day to be known as, he was fucking miserable on his last day?
No!
Exactly. Seriously, mate, honestly. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off and let it go. Just because you didn't go to the gym today, fuck it. You will go tomorrow, all right? But honestly, you've got to keep moving forward. Don't sit there and just be down about it. There's no room for that. Life, no matter if the weather's sunshining or raining or not, your mood is what controls your day. You control your day. So
it is.
Stop bitching and just keep moving forward. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Dad.
Right, it's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for.
Today I'm the lad, he's the dad. And there's no kebab around. So we'll just have to be... We'll leave it there. Yeah.
Leave negativity at the door.
Yeah. Throw it in the bin, put it in the toilet roll, and flush it.
Exactly that.
Oh, dear.
Literally.
Yeah. So,
what's the plan today, sir?
Plan today is I was thinking, because you are in a relationship, you've got a young family. Are you engaged?
No.
Put him on the spot. Okay, then. This may be a bit awkward then.
I'm not engaged, no.
Your missus is about to walk through the door in 5 seconds with a ring to propose to you. I phoned her last night. She's walking up the path now. Toot, toot, toot. Look out that window, Niall. She's coming with a ring. He's now gone. I haven't really done this. He's gone for a walk. He's now looking outside to see if she's on the way.
Nah.
No, she's not there. Damn that. So, would you ever... Is that in your horizon? Engagement?
Get engaged. I mean, I'll never say never. One day, definitely. Of course she is, man. She's the love of my life. So
is she a keeper?
think by now she's definitely.
Yeah.
She's got her uses.
Yeah.
She can order a mean Chinese.
Plus, she's got a baby as well, so that helps.
Yeah. But don't stay together for the kids. That's not our.
No.
Do you know what? We are good, and do you know why we are good? Because we're friends as well as partners. You know, we get on so well, and we're so in sync now. We are, you know, we like the same things. You know, we have respect when it comes to Netflix. You don't watch something without each other. That's a fucking big no-no.
Like a TV series.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I get told off for that.
Can't cheat on a TV series. But no, like we're close on so many levels, and we get on so well, and our relationship is formed. Don't get me wrong, we have had our major ups and our downs, and probably more downs than ups. But I think that's what relationships are. It's a work in progress. It's never going to be 100% plain sailing. If it was easy, I mean, people wouldn't get divorced or split up. But no, we get on so well. We want the same things out of life, and our daughter, bless her, she's our mold. She's our glue. She keeps us together and keeps us going strong. And do you know what? We call ourselves the Three Musketeers.
Oh, that's well cute. Ah, I like that. I'm sure that's been in a film.
We're a good unit.
I've seen that.
I don't give a shit.
Copyright it, Niall. Copyright. That's what you got to do. Yeah. Okay then. So if that, how do you? No, I can't really ask this because you might do it.
You can ask whatever you want, sir.
I was thinking, how would you propose if you were going to? But then that might ruin it for future if you do this. Or okay, then without telling me how you would do it, what would be a way you wouldn't want to do it? That's where we'll go. We'll go that way because that's a bit safer for you.
Do you know like the cheesy stuff, like in front of the Eiffel Tower and shit like that?
I did that with my first wife. Fuck off. I did that.
Oh my God. Oh, I do apologize.
Cheers, Niall.
There you go.
Yeah.
It failed for a reason. It failed for a reason. No, cheesy, man. We're not cheesy. We
Awkward.
No. No, like I don't know. I've never really thought about it really.
Sorry.
I mean, I've never thought about it in what I'd do it, and I think that's the scary part of proposing, because for me it's not just simple whipping out a ring.
Whip it out.
There's a lot behind it.
Ta-da.
Do you think? Did you ask your missus, your wife? Did you ask her dad? Did you do that? Ask for his daughter's hand in marriage?
No.
You think that's still a thing?
I'd like to think so. I didn't do it on either of my marriages, so obviously the first one I was away in Paris, and I didn't tell anybody apart from my mum and dad, and yeah, that didn't go down too well.
Oh no! What did your mum and dad say?
No, they were happy, but I told them that I was going to do it. So
it didn't go down well that you didn't ask her father.
No, that nobody else knew. Anyone else knew. So
why? But I'm sorry to be nosy, but why didn't it go down well? What was wrong with that? What did you do wrong?
Because it's a surprise, and they wanted to know. I think, but everybody else, friends, family, her family. I don't really want to get and discuss past relationships. To be fair.
No, I get that. I get that.
Because obviously my children and all that.
No.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was a good time in Paris. Fucking rained non-stop for the 4 days we were there.
Exactly.
And I thought, wow, this is a shithole. Paris is a dump. And what I noticed when we were walking down the Champs-Elysees, yeah? See, I can pronounce French. Champs-Elysees. Right in front of the Arc de Triomphe. When there's, you go between the traffic. There's like side roads, like in every major city, and if there's a space that a car wants to go into, in France, in Paris anyway, what they would do, they would get their car and they would bump it out the way with their car, like slowly go up to it and then just push it. And I mean, like, we're walking past and we're like, oh, look, there's another car being bumped out the way. He wants that space, so they just bump it with their car. So, wow. I was a bit shocked. Didn't really cause damage, I don't think. Probably, yeah. Yeah, okay, forget about Paris anyway. We're not talking about Paris. We're talking about proposing. Would you do the old ring in the food or the drink in a restaurant?
To be honest, no, my missus, she would say that's a waste of food.
You still eat it
Not
afterwards.
Yeah, I know, but she'd be like, don't do that. I wouldn't do something like that. I mean, I'd like to say I'd do it in a fancy restaurant or something like that, but the whole get down on a knee, all that jazz, I don't know. That for me is like, I don't know. Like, I'd do it.
Pressure, that is.
Pressure, yeah, pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
There's only a few things a geezer can control, and that is that we can control getting down on it. My missus definitely wants to get married. Of course, I think she's already planned the location and everything else. So, I'm sure she's got a seating plan somewhere. She's that organised.
Yeah, tell him now. Come in. Time to come in.
She would literally. Yeah. I said we're getting married the same night. I'd be sat in front of a PowerPoint presentation of what's going to happen. She's that organised. So, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, of course. I'd do the gentleman thing. I'd definitely ask her father, 100%. He's a very respectful man.
Would he beat your ass otherwise?
I mean, he wouldn't, but he's the kind of guy that can get you in so many other ways.
He would get the boys round to sort you out now.
He wouldn't even have to do that. He's definitely a powerful guy with his words. He would never let me live it down. He would, and I've got major respect for her entire family. They've always been so welcoming to me. They've looked after me so much, and as a family, it's nice to be a part of that family. So, out of respect, I would definitely.
How do you think you would do it? Would you go around when he's on his own? Would you take him to the pub? Would you sit him down when he's watching his favourite telly, like the TV show? Would you say, "Look, Dad, got something to ask. Got to ask you something."
I call him T-Dog.
You do really? Yeah, really.
I do really. I already call him T-Dog. He hates it. I think he hates it.
Probably not the best time to call him that when you're about to ask for your future wife's T-Dog.
Do you know
what?
Your
baby.
He subscribes to our podcast, so he'll definitely see this.
Has he laughed at any of the times he's been mentioned? I don't think he's been mentioned yet. That's been released.
He definitely pulls it up on the telly when I go round, and he was like, "So weird to see you on my feed page," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then he'll I did a couple of TikToks, all right, okay, I braved it. I'm gonna do more. He braved it. And obviously, do you know when somebody mentions something and you cringe a little bit inside about yourself? And I'm like, actually, do you know what? I'm not embarrassed about it. I've got to own it. I did it. I've got to own it. That's what social media is about. You've got to put yourself out there and do it. You've got to own it. So I did. So I owned it.
Definitely.
But that little thing in front of family, though, it's all a bit. I just a bit giddy about it. It's a bit shy. But
it is cringy.
Yeah. Anyway, back to him. He's an awesome guy. Really cool guy. And he'd be cool about it. He would be cool about it, I think.
Yo, T-Dog, I want to marry your daughter.
He's the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that would, I'd say it so seriously, and then a very serious voice back, he'd say,
"No, you're not."
You ain't there.
No. That actually, before you carry on, have you seen the film Battleship with Rihanna? Yeah.
Yeah.
When the naughty sailor, marine, whatever he is, he wants to marry the top admiral's daughter, doesn't he? And at the end,
cool, yeah.
and he takes so long to try and to actually get up the courage to ask him, "Can I have your daughter's hand in marriage?" He asks him at the end of the film, doesn't he? He's just saved the world. He's a worldwide hero, and he says, he just looks at him and he says, "No, you may have saved the world, but you're still not good enough for my daughter." And then he said, "Oh, let's go have a chicken burrito and discuss it." So obviously they came around. It was a joke, but that is the image I have in my head now of
That's
what you
him.
just said.
That's
He's
him.
going to say no.
I think I would swing it more if I threw a couple of burgers his way. He'd be like, "What's in it for me?" That's what he'd say. He'd say, "Well, what's in it for me?"
What do I get out of the deal?
Yeah. And that whole thing as well, like parents paying for the wedding and shit. Is that still a thing? Like, because weddings are stupid prices.
I hope not.
Otherwise, you're due some money back, right?
Fucking hell. My daughter's 17. She ain't getting married soon, I hope. But, yeah.
Let's put some extra shifts in, boy.
Fucking
so,
hell. She can get married at Burger King.
Well,
KFC. Car park.
I'm sure it's been done.
Probably.
But, obviously, we've been friends for a long time. I know all about your wedding. But let's discuss it with our listeners. Your wedding was out of this world. You did something completely, like, you blew it out of the water completely. So let's tell everybody. Obviously, we know yourself and your wife got engaged and all that, and then obviously you don't know how. But where
you didn't know how I got engaged?
I don't know.
Here we go. Have a guess.
Outside the sandwich factory in the car park, in a car, and you just shared a sandwich each from M&S, by the way. And you put it in the sandwich.
Simply the best. No. Through ghost hunting, I had a friend at the time who owned his own hot air balloon business. He had his own balloon. I had arranged, it was a Sunday morning, and it was about 5:30. I made sure we both got up, and we went. I put her in the car. I said, "Look, we're going somewhere. It's a surprise today." Obviously, it was cold, but it wasn't raining, so I was like, thank God for that. And we went to Billing Aquadrome, and we went in there, and we went to this field, and there's a fucking hot air balloon just laying on the floor with all the fire starting to pump up. And she looks at me and is like, "What are we doing?" I said, "Oh, surprise, we're going in a hot air balloon." She's like, "Oh, wow." So, obviously, we got in the balloon, we went up, we were flying for maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes. The sun was just rising, the nice glow. And I said, I looked at her, and obviously there's quite a small basket, and there's 3 of us in there. No. So the bloke who was obviously flying, he turned round sort of thing. And I said to her, "Oh, it's nice up here, isn't it?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, do you like your surprise?" She said, "Yeah, it's really good." I said, "Well, I've got one more for you." And she looked at me, and I took the ring out, and I said, "Will you marry me?" And she started crying. She said yes, and we cuddled and kissed, and I'm like, "Yay!" And then I put the ring on and all that stuff. So it was really nice. Afterwards, later on that day, she said to me that if I ever proposed to her, she would wind me up and say no, or "I'll tell you later," because that's what she does. She's like a real wind up, and she's annoying sometimes. And that's the sort of thing she would do. But because of the moment where we were, the time, and emotion just took over. And yeah. So yes, that was good. It was, and then we crashed in the field. Yeah, it was a crash landing. It was a quite fast one. I mean, I've been in about 5 hot air balloons now, and that's the last time I went in one. And they can be a bit bouncy. So you sit down on the floor and hold the basket. There's handles to brace yourself. And normally you hit and you bounce a bit, and then you like slow down. But we hit it and it bounced, and we went sideways and we fell out. We're upside down in a muddy field, some random farmer field.
The ring's gone.
It's still on a finger. But yeah, it was a good day. Yeah. So
I like that. I mean, my missus wouldn't go for heights. Nothing at heights. She'd lose her shit.
Yeah, I'm scared of heights, but hot air balloon is not. It's really, really slow taking off, so it's just like going in a lift, I suppose, just in the air.
My missus hates surprises. She hates surprises because
Yeah, I hate them as well.
she doesn't
Horrible
know how
things.
to act. It infuriates her, and I understand that. Like, so now I've come to know her. Like, my missus, she's a weird one, bless her, but she hates birthdays, she hates Christmas, and she hates like surprises. And it's not because of anything, people say you hate these things because something bad happened. She just doesn't know how to act because when she doesn't accept like extravagant gifts from people because she doesn't know how to accept them. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like I think the marriage thing, we've talked about it a lot, and I think she's so keen on getting married, she's definitely keen. And we tried to do it, of course I'll do it. And I think it'd be lovely, me, her,
Yeah.
our daughter there, it would be amazing.
And little Freddie on the way.
Yeah,
Little Freddie.
No, just one and done. Right, that's it. One and done.
I think you spoke about this a few weeks ago, and you said you would have another one. 5 years time, that's the plan. It's a little boy.
I would. My opinion changes on a daily basis. Catch me on a
Fucking
good
pussy.
day, I'd probably have a football team, but
Yeah.
No, it's definitely gonna be on the cards. But anyway, your wedding, your proposal.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell everybody about your wedding and how you come about the idea for your wedding, and obviously your actual attire as well. That's a big one.
Well, our wedding was planned in Thomas Cook in Western Fable Shopping Centre. Yeah, so the plan was, because this was her third marriage and this was my second, I'd done the first one was registry office. And because my wife is foreign, she had, I think, a normal traditional wedding in Latvia because she's Latvian. And then her second marriage was Albanian, so she had a traditional Albanian wedding. So we decided, because I'd done the sort of normal, without the church, English wedding, that we would go to Vegas and get married. Just the two of us, get the wedding package. And actually, we did the hangover wedding package from the film when they go to Caesar's Palace and they get married in the chapel. We got married. I know this is a fake chapel that they used in the film, but we actually got married in the chapel that the internal stuff was shot in.
Did you stay in Caesar's Palace?
I did stay in Caesar's Palace. Yeah, so basically when we got there, it's 11 hours. What? Does he live there? Fucker. Let me get to that. That's funny. 11-hour flight. That's fun, I tell you. There's only so many times you can watch Monsters Inc. University and the new Superman on the flight.
We got two films.
There was more, but I'd fell asleep and I'd read a book, and it's just like, fucking hell, get me off the plane. But it was good though, because Thomas Cook, because we booked the wedding package, we had someone waiting at the airport. Once we'd gone through the visa checks and customs and that, they were waiting for us, and they drove us in a bus to the Caesar's Palace. And it's like, wow, we've seen this on the films, and it's amazing. Going through Vegas in the daytime.
Like that? Is it like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
It's big.
Vegas in the daytime is a million times different to Vegas in the nighttime. Vegas in the day is just lots of buildings on the side of the road, and you just drive down the middle, basically. But anyway, we got to the hotel and they booked us in, and they just put a new building called the Augustus Suite into Caesar's Palace, a new part of the hotel. And they upgraded us to that suite from our original room, I suppose, or whatever we had. So yeah, we had aircon. The bed must have been 4.5, 5 feet off the ground when you lay on it. You fell out of bed when you jumped off. You had to jump on the bed. It was memory foam mattress completely all the way through it. Memory foam pillows and memory foam duvet. It was fucking well soft. And we got in the hotel at 3 p.m. Vegas time. So obviously they are 8 hours behind English time. So it's like 1 a.m. No, it's not. I don't know what time it was. Anyway, we went for a walk. We unpacked. And we decided to go for a walk. And it was really nice. You got Bellagio next door with all the water fountains and stuff. Well, anyway, later that day, do you know what time we were in bed? Vegas time this is. So we landed at 3, checked in at 3 o'clock. Do you know what time we went to bed? Vegas time. 7 o'clock. We were...
Knackered.
I think that was worked out to about 3 a.m. English time. So we were fucked. But the thing is, Joe, you go to bed at 7 p.m. We woke up at like 5, 6 a.m. the next morning in Vegas time. And it's like, oh my God, I've had like nearly 10 hours sleep. And I'm fucking wide awake and it's 5 a.m. What do you do? You know? And in Vegas, it stays pitch black. And then suddenly God turns the light on and it's daylight. It's so weird. And the same in the evening. It gets dark about 6:30. And then it's suddenly light to dark instantly. It's very weird. I don't know. No, I don't know whether it's because it's the time of year. I mean, we went in October. So I don't know what the thing is. But it was still like 30 degrees then.
I was going to say, it was cold.
Yeah. It's cold at night. As soon as that sun sets, it's fucking cold. But anyway, yeah, so we arrived day 1, tired. Day 2, we planned for the wedding. So we didn't have to wait till like the end of the week because we were there for a week. So we had the wedding the next day. But see, the wedding is so good in Vegas because I think our wedding was at like 1 o'clock, something like that. 10 o'clock in the morning, we were walking down the strip shopping, going in shops. And then I think we got back about, I don't know, 11:30 to the hotel, started getting ready. And yeah, so my outfit was, shall I go get a picture? Yeah? I'll go get a picture.
Yeah,
yeah, wait there. Yeah.
This is going to be funny. It's going to be good. He's taking his time. Look at his fucking office, man. Creepy shit on the wall. Waiting for that ram's head to spin around or some shit like that.
Right. I'm back. So this was our attire.
You look like you just come out of a gay porno.
Well, we filmed that after, but yeah. Yeah, I was New York cop. She was a prisoner. So they were both bought from eBay. Probably about £24-25 each. I think hers was like £18 because it was just a very thin... Yeah, basically with a zip in the middle. And the reason she has blue hair, she doesn't remember this, but she asked me before we went, oh, I want to do something with my hair. At this point, she had normal hair colour, like blonde. She said, oh, I want to do something with my hair. What should I do with it? I said, dye it blue. Because at the time, the Katy Perry video out was California Girls. That was a very good video, by the way. And I used to be in love with, well, not love, but I used to like Katy Perry because she was interesting to look at. Wink,
You
wink.
had a few morning glories over her.
And I said, just dye your hair blue. She goes, okay. So we went and got the electric blue, whatever it was, from Tesco. And we put loads of coats on it. And it come out really good colour. And then we took some with us to take to America, top it up like on the day. So she did that in the hotel room. And to this day, she denies remembering that I said, dye it blue because Katy Perry. I'm sure I said that. Would I have said that?
I don't think your wife has stopped doing stuff with her hair since, has she?
No. I mean, that was 2013 and she's had every different hair colour pattern. She's had half her head shaved, tiger print, lion print, leopard print, weird, peacock colours. Yeah, all different colours.
You started it.
I think I did. But anyway, we were ready to go. Got a phone call from reception. Yes, front desk. Reception. And they said that your limo has arrived. So we come down and obviously the Thomas Cook people with the limo said, here you go, sir, blah, blah, enjoy your wedding. Drove down the strip about 10 minutes to downtown Vegas. There is a downtown Vegas sign as well as the normal Vegas sign. Can you believe that?
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
it's just about
Vegas is on my bucket list.
Yeah, we got married in the Little White Chapel, which is basically like you can have Elvis Presley there, which I think you can in most wedding chapels. There's a few of them, but the one we got married in is obviously, like I said, the one that was supposed to be for The Hangover. There was also the one in Friends when Ross and Rachel got married. That was the Little White Chapel, where Britney Spears got married when she was, I think, married for 72 hours. Was that her? I don't know. She got married there anyway. Demi Moore, Michael Jordan, they all got married there. So it's quite good. But the thing is, there was a few weddings there, and there was also a pink Cadillac that you could get married in or take pictures in, which we did get pictures taken as well because it's quite good. And the people that had just got married would just obviously come out of the ceremony. They come out and they saw us dressed as like cop and robber, basically. We were getting photos with their family before we went in. Like the mother and father were there. We were getting pictures of the little kids.
They part of the act?
Oh, fuck knows. And yeah. And then the married couple, they got photos with us with our gear. They said, "Oh, that's amazing. I love your hair and all this." And it was like, wow. It was pretty good. And then we had the ceremony and the video. They recording it, so we had to buy that. We spent about £800 that day on stuff because you have to tip in America. It's so weird. Yeah. And the first day when we got there, I didn't know about the tips. I wanted a picture with these two, like, I suppose, flower Cuban girls or whatever. So I had a picture like in between them. So I put I gave them a £10 tip, yeah, to one of the girls because they had a bucket, and the other one said, "Oh, do I get a tip?" I said, "Oh, I just gave you 10. Just take 5 out, 5 out there and give it to her." Like thing. Oh, that's not how it works. And I fucking failed how you tip. Initially, everyone has like $1 tips. That's what you need to take because everything you do in Vegas, tip. And if I ever lost my job, I would go to Vegas, get a costume, and just stand at the side of the road. They make a killing all day long. These people, Bumblebee from Transformers, Pirates of the Caribbean, all the different films, Spider-Man, Smurf, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, they're all there. People, buckets full of cash every day. Tourists taking photos of them. All you got to do, easy fucking money.
I'm sure there's a license for it, though. I'm sure there's a backhand somewhere of some mob taking money off them for it.
I don't know. But
mob own everything, don't they, out there?
Yeah. But yeah.
Tipping's customary in America.
It is, yeah. It's quite... If you don't understand it, you're like, "What the fuck am I tipping you? You ain't done nothing." But that's just what you do.
Some people, they get paid. They don't actually get paid, do they, from their job? They rely on the tips.
Yeah, it's
like
basically...
waitresses and stuff. They get like a very basic amount, and then they rely on tips for what they, take home.
Yeah, to get their money's worth.
Crazy,
yeah.
But how some people do it. So
yeah,
what did you do after the wedding then? Did you just...
After the wedding, this is like 3 o'clock, I suppose. And we're like, okay, what do we do now? But she wouldn't let us get changed. So I had to spend all day dressed as a policeman. But it's a New York cop, so they knew the difference. And yeah, we were walking up and down. We walked up to the other end of the strip, up to MGM Grand and that. But you see, the thing is, before we actually left to go for our day's excursion, walking around, she'd left her phone in the limo. So we left the wedding and she left her phone. So we went back to the hotel room, phoned Thomas Cook and said, "Look, like there's a representative in Vegas for us. She's left her phone. Can you get hold of the limo driver? Because we need a phone." And they said, "Yeah, there's another wedding being dropped back to Caesar's Palace in about an hour. So when he turns up, this is where he's going to be. He's going to drop him off at this point of the hotel. If you go there, he'll just give you your phone." So she said, "All right then." So I went out there waiting. She came down just basically at the time when he was supposed to be there. There's little Mickey, yeah, dressed as a New York policeman, giving directions to an old fucking lady. She wished...
She thought you was a cop.
She thought I was a cop. She said, "Excuse me, officer." This was outside the entrance to Caesar's Palace. could you tell me how to get to such and such? I said, well, I don't really know where my way around here. I'm a bit new to this area. And she was like, oh, okay. And I said, if you just go down there, it's probably up there. And she wishes she took a picture of me giving directions to this old lady because she said it was very, very funny.
I can imagine it was.
I'm not a real place.
Oh
no! But we did find a police car parked up in Vegas, but it wasn't the Vegas police. I don't know why the police car was there. It was just on a side road. So I went and took a picture of it. It's pretty good. But yeah. For the rest of the day we had like walking up and down inside the casinos and the shops, dressed as a policeman and a robber, a convict.
Did you hit the tables?
No, I didn't do any gambling, to be fair. You think that you can just get coins and you put them in? Oh, when you get change when you buy things. But you can't. If it's under a certain amount, you have to have like tokens. So you have to go to another area and buy tokens to use in the machines. Because I just wanted to like the slot machine, ding, like pulling the old pulley handle.
The one-arm bandit.
That's it. And just wanted to have a few goes on that. But no, I didn't gamble at all. No betting. And we bought this massive... Because the thing that shocked me about Vegas, it doesn't close. The little stalls on the street, they're open 24/7. Because Vegas is open 24/7. Nothing closes. You just get new workers come in. They have change of shifts and everything. And that surprised me. I was a bit shocked at that. But we bought this massive... like Eiffel Tower bottle, plastic container thing full of like cocktails. We had one of them each, and we were walking down with a massive straw. Because you can smoke anywhere in Vegas, inside, outside. It's so weird being inside a building and you get covered in smoke. It's so fucking disgusting. And you can drink out in public as well in Vegas, which is a bit weird. So everyone's walking down the street with these funny shaped plastic bottles. We were in bed at 7:30 on our wedding night. She was asleep because she'd zonked out, really tired. And there's me taking funny photos, putting the Eiffel Tower on her head while she's in bed, and it's all funny.
I would have just gone out. You should have gone out to a strip club, mate. Should have gone out.
It's too expensive.
But
yeah.
Overall, though, are you glad that you did that for your wedding?
Oh, 100%. I know people have been saying, oh, there's only two of you went, didn't have friends and family there, didn't have your kids there. But because it was just the two of us, we could control what we wanted to do. Because if you go with other people, you'd be like, oh, let's go here today.
Oh.
And you might not, that was our honeymoon, basically.
It's all in one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, and we also, the following day to our wedding, so like day 3, we went to the Grand Canyon on a helicopter. Flew over Hoover Dam. It's pretty cool. It was good.
You get to get out, don't you? You get out.
No, not on our one. No, we didn't. No, we just flew in it and then flew over and went back. But it's pretty cool.
Sounds like an awesome wedding, then, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For me, like, I don't know what kind of wedding we'd have, or what we'd do, or this is what I mean. I'm at that stage now where I'll do as I'm told. I just got to show up.
Snap. It would depend on money as well. I mean, our wedding, everything was about 3,800, I think, in total. Everything, like the trip. Yeah, and it's a wedding. You can say I got married in Vegas dressed as a policeman. Who else can say that?
Some people would spend that on a dress now. That whole wedding, someone would spend that on a dress.
Oh, I also met Martin Lawrence as well, walking through the lobby of Caesar's Palace. Because Siggy had left her wallet in the hotel room. So one of the days we were going out to go for a walk and have a look around. And I had to quickly run back into the hotel room. And as I was walking through, there was massive black men, about 7 foot tall, really big fucking brick shit house. I thought, fucking hell, they're big. Who are they with? And there's a little black man in the middle. It's fucking Martin Lawrence. And I'm like, oh, wow. Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Did you get a photo?
No, I didn't, no.
What? Get a fucking photo?
No. But, yeah, there's so many... so many famous people there, because you had Shania Twain doing a residency in Caesar's Palace. You had Britney across the road doing Planet Hollywood. You had Donnie and Marie in Flamingo, I think. And Neo was there as well. They're just so many famous people in
It's
there.
good, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
But it's Vegas, though, isn't it? It's Vegas. It's kind of like party town.
It is. It is. Awesome place.
But you enjoyed it. That's the main thing. You enjoyed it.
Yeah. But what about, like you said, what about your wedding? Would it be a beach wedding? Would it be close family? So more of you could go away, maybe?
And everybody would be coming. The whole, friends, family, the lot would be coming.
Mucho dinero, my friend.
That's good for it. It's good for the coin.
He's got mega coinage. Yeah.
It's got deep pockets, man. Although I think he would love if we got married in Vegas because he loves Vegas. He goes once a year, so he'd love it.
Oh wow.
But no, idea-wise, no. I don't think it'd be a beach wedding or anything like that abroad or anything. I think it would be very sort of traditional. We've talked about like stately homes and things like that. That kind of wedding, like but like a package. I'm not on for going broke for a wedding. Some people just go broke for a wedding, like remortgage their house.
It's a party.
Like exactly. I don't want to have a party and be like the next day. Oh well, that cost a lot.
I'm now £20,000 in debt.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you divorce her anyway. Not personally, but in general, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look how many people do that. Get divorced over the debt that they're in.
Yeah, probably.
Because the woman chose the expensive dress and do you know like the whole meals like we're paying like 70 quid a head for 50 guests. It's like, fuck that. No. Whatever happened? When I went to weddings as a kid, it was like traditional. I'm not proud. I'm proud to say this, but I went to a few traditional working men's clubs weddings in my time. You know what I mean? With a tray, with a buffet table of those mini sausage rolls, with a quiche. There was a
cocktail sausages.
With cocktail sausages and cheese and pickles on a stick.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I went to a few of those weddings as a kid, definitely. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would like a nice wedding, of course. But there's going to be a budget. I mean, of course. I mean, my wife, she's the accountant. I'm not the accountant, so I don't know what we can afford. She knows. She knows. Yeah, she sorts all that out. She sorts all that out. I just exist. Like I've always said, I don't know how shit gets paid for. I don't know how I live my life. I scan a card. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm like, right, I assume it's not funny. She's just telling me about it. She's in charge of the finance. I like it like that because that, for me, takes away that little bit more responsibility. I'm like, she's got it. She's got it covered. She does well with it. So,
she's in charge. Simple life.
Yeah. But we come together on just decisions. We come together and we make a decision together where we've talked about and we like similar things and we want similar things for a wedding. So I think, it'd be nice. We'd have a good day, but it would be too expensive.
Would you ever go on Don't Tell the Bride?
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that.
13 grand wedding for free?
She wouldn't allow it, though. She would not allow it.
Because you'd have to fucking plan it. And she'd have no control for 3 weeks.
She doesn't trust me to do the food shopping, like without a list or supervision. So, for me to plan a wedding, she would be like
checking up on you.
He's cocked this up from the get-go. Like, I wonder if any of those couples are still together from that show. I wonder if they're still married.
I have heard stories that when you get married on there, you're not really married. It's not real. But it must be because they have like real vicars and stuff. So there's lots of different stories in that.
As soon as you got back from Vegas, did you have to go register your marriage?
That's what people told my wife. They were saying to her, oh, you need to go register. And then she started moaning at me. It's like, you need to do this. We're not married here. We're not legal and all this stuff. And I was like, fuck off. So I spoke to my mate who I went to school with, who also got married in Vegas a year before, and said, look, I've got the wedding certificate. Do I need to go and register this at the town hall? And he said, no. He said, they do it for you. Like, as soon as you're married in Vegas, it's a real wedding. It's not, oh, you got married in Vegas. It's not real. It is a real wedding. And they contact where you live, because you have to obviously fill in loads of paperwork to get married. So, yeah, it's bullshit. No, it is real. It is registered straight away. It is a legal wedding if you get married in Vegas.
I think this day and age, though, marriage is one of those things that they're not lasting. I think we've spoken about this before, but they're not lasting as long as they used to. And I think men have this sort of, persona that marriage is a raw deal now. You're going to lose half of your shit, basically, if you split up.
That is quite often the case, and your kids.
Well, this is it. That for me, that is. I don't know. See, that for me, that's
scary.
We don't have that. We have, when it comes to children now, we always put our daughter first, no matter what. But these people that get divorced and then they use the kids as a weapon, and if she doesn't get the right amount of money she wants, you're never going to see the children. I mean, that's that's fucked up. I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't go a day without my daughter. 100%. No way could I go a day without my daughter. No, but it's one of those things. I mean, marriage is a big deal, isn't it? It's not as. I don't think it's something that should be rushed into.
No, I think, like you said, nowadays men are a bit picky, and I think women are more disappointed now than they've ever been. And so,
I'm not just disappointed.
Disappointed in how the marriage is, how the husband is. Oh, you weren't like this before we were married, and
do you think marriage changes things?
I don't know, because I think at the time when I've been married, I've been like, yeah, I'm proud I'm married, and I'm proud to be married. But then, obviously, they say as marriage gets on, you've been together a long time, like you don't have sex, you don't really do anything together anymore. Is that because you've got a piece of paper, or is that because you are with that person for a long time? It might not be married. It's probably exactly the same. If you're with someone 15 years, you're probably still not having sex with them, and you're probably still not doing stuff with them. Just because you're married doesn't mean to say that
you got to try up.
There's a stigma.
That's down to the individuals. That's
yeah.
Down to the individuals, isn't it? It's not down to marriage or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure a healthy sex life definitely makes a good marriage.
Yeah.
But then I know marriages for example, my grandparents, like my grandfather, he worked all over the world, so he was away a lot, right?
Mm.
But they slept in separate beds. So I was just weirded out by that. I was like, wait, what?
I can understand that.
Mum and Dad sleep in the same bed, but why do you sleep in separate beds? I never got that. Never got that.
Probably because one of them snores, one of them maybe having body pains, can't sleep anymore, so they have their own separate beds. Yeah, I can deal with that.
My idea was he worked away a lot, so they both got used to sleeping.
Used to it, yeah. I think that's the same with my missus, because we used to both do sleep-ins at work with our care jobs. We were used to 4 times a week sleeping on our own, basically. And I still do sleep-ins at work now. But when the odd occasion that she's doing wake-ins at work or sleeping at work, I can't sleep that well on my own in the bed. But if I'm at work sleeping, I sleep like a fucking dream. But if I'm in my own bed and she's not there, I don't really sleep that well. I sleep all right, but I don't know. It's like in the back of your mind, oh, she's there, it's fine. It's all good, I'll go sleep.
Do you go to bed together? You're at home together?
Sometimes, yeah. Quite depending on what week I'm working. If I'm on earlies, then yeah, because I have to get up early and I hate that. But yeah, if I'm on late, then sometimes she goes to bed before me. But
yeah, see, that's the thing. Me and my missus do that. Like, we're not always going to bed at the same time. So obviously we're both home in the evening. But sometimes I'm just a bit of a night owl. Like, all of a sudden, I'll get a bit of a second wave and I'll end up watching shit on YouTube or something. And I'll stay up or play on the Xbox or whatever.
Like, why are you not going to bed now? Come on, it's time to go to bed. Why are you not coming to bed with me? You know.
Nice. I'm all against do what you want to do. It's fine. It's up to you. Do what you want to do.
And that's not
I
from
can't.
my personal experience either. That's just what I've heard.
Yeah, I can't conform to regimented routine. I can't be put in a position and say this is what you're doing. This is when you're going to do it. This is what you've got to do. I hate it. I hate being told what to do when I have to do it. So I'll always do whatever I want to do. If I want to go to bed, I'll go to bed. If I don't, I won't. It's up to me. It's up to me. It's up to me.
It's up to me. The only way your marriage or partnership with a female or male is going to work is if you have, like you say, you can do what you want.
You're open to each other. Yeah, you're open to each
yeah.
other as well.
If I want to eat my dinner in the garden upside down, I'm going to fucking eat my dinner upside down in the garden. You're not going to say to me, you're not allowed to do that. You know, if I want to go for a walk with the dog at midnight, I'm fucking walking the dog at midnight. It's not...
How do you approach the bedroom? How do you approach the bedroom? Like, if you said, look, I want to try this new position, how do you approach that?
Send them a
She'll be
picture.
Like, wait, where have you seen this? Where the fuck have you seen this? like, sex is a big deal, man. Sex is a big, of course it is. It's one of these things as you get older. Sex is, yeah. I have always said sex is the best thing that's free. It's the best thing that's free, unless you pay.
Depends who it's with.
Yeah, listen, like it's one of those things, isn't it? How do you address certain situations? I mean, there's couples out there like that have like open relationships and they swing and you know, like, does that make it? I believe that we are in a 21st century, and whatever makes your marriage works makes your marriage work. But you know what I mean? I mean, for me,
look at Will Smith. He let his missus be with that, was it dancer or something? That young one for a while because instead of splitting up, she needed to get it out of her system or something like that. And now they're still together, still in the family home. And it's like, for them to last, they're like best friends. And then I don't know if they still sleep with other people, but you know, that can work as well.
How do you address that? Like, can you imagine
bring the subject up?
Like, hey, babe, do you want a drink? No, I'm good. Do you want something to eat? No, I'm good. What do you want? Well, I just wanted to talk about. So, I kind of want to have sex with somebody else, but I still want to be married to you.
There's a bloke at work that catches my eye, and I'd like to hop on his rhythm stick. Is that gonna be okay? All right.
But then that takes the other side of things, doesn't it? With you don't talk about it, people have affairs.
Yeah, they do. It depends. Like I say, it depends what the reason is. If it's because you really like that person, then that's a problem. If you do it because you fancy him, just want to fuck, then if it's just sex, there's that element to it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to stomach though. For me, I don't know. I'm traditional, I suppose, in that sense. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I couldn't do that. Like, it's like cheating. I've never understood cheating because if you're gonna do it, like, you are gonna do it. You know. If there's certain things. If you're gonna cheat on your partner, your missus, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, like, you're gonna do it. But why not just say to that person first, look, before you went ahead and did something to them that's going to hurt them even more, why don't you say, look, we need to have a chat. You know, I feel like I want to see other people. Like, I don't.
What do you reckon?
Like, do you know what I mean? Fucking just be honest about it.
Honesty is the best policy, as they say.
Exactly. I think being honest with somebody would, you know, it's still going to hurt, isn't it? The fact that when you tell somebody you don't want to be with them, but at least if you told them about it, you'd be like, well, you know, I fucking told you, bitch.
Rather than finding out from Mavis down the road, who's been looking out of a window and seen you coming home late with lipstick on. But again, I'm just saying that the man's cheating. That's not PC. That women cheat as well. What am I saying?
Oh, of course. I think it's 50-50 this day and age, man.
I think women do it more than men. I think it's just publicised more with men. I think a lot of girls know that their girlfriends cheat, but they don't say nothing. Whereas the men are stupid and get caught, and it just gets out. I think that's, from my own perspective and point of view, and what I've seen and what I know of people, I think that's the case. Men are just stupid.
We are a stupid race, and we think with our dicks more than our brains. So it's the dick sensor. I mean, if your dick feels right, dive in.
Yeah,
it's quite. But that's that thing. That what do you do in that sense of? Do you just break off a relationship if you develop feelings for someone else, or you think, it's that I'll never understand. I'll never get that purely because I just think you're in a relationship, you do it and you see it through. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's a few things I think I agree with. Don't stay together for the kids.
No,
you're going to grow to resent each other, and it's not a good atmosphere for the kids. At least the kids, as long as the kids know that you will always put them first.
Yeah.
Then that's all that matters. All that matters.
And don't have a kid to stay together either. So if you're on the rocks, don't think, oh, let's get pregnant, we can have a kid, and that will focus our attention and bring us closer together. Don't do that, because then your kid's growing up with a mum over that house and a dad over in that house.
And it's the same with children as well. Like if you want children, but your partner doesn't, don't try and sort of
That's when you split up.
Force it upon them, or your missus wants a kid, but then you think you just come home with a dog one day and you think you're going to fill that void. Like it's not. I'm sure there's a lot of blokes out there that have come home with a puppy and be like, this will keep her quiet for a few years.
Like, put it in a handbag.
You know what I mean? Just everything that you do as you get older is a big deal, especially when you impact on someone else's life, because you don't. Marriage is not just the piece of paper with the sign on it. It's a life. It's a life commitment. And that's what it says on the tin. It's for richer or poorer. You're going to grow together, buy a house together, have the same bills with each other. You're going to go through your struggles, health problems together. And I just think that in itself is a big deal. And that's what I feel about marriage, is the fact that don't do it unless you're willing to embark on that journey. I am definitely. I've definitely.
Niall's ready. He's ready to step down the aisle. Da, 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 da.
I never said that, did I?
He did just now. He said he's ready. I'm ready. That's what you just said. I'm ready. I'm ready to do that.
I didn't say that, people. I didn't say that. But yeah, marriage is one of those things. Don't rush into it. But yeah, it's for me definitely.
It's an interesting subject, and I've enjoyed the wedding day that we've been talking about. That's good. Good episode. Before we go, I have a video for you to watch. Now, I saw this yesterday. I'm going to turn the screen round, maybe, and I'm just going to see if this works. Please hold the line. Hopefully it won't go in the middle of the screen. If it does, then I do apologise. What the fuck is that?
What? Where's part 2? Where the fuck is part 2 of that video?
I saw that yesterday on Twitter, and I thought that's a bit dodgy, Swing on the side of a mountain. Now, we don't know what's the other side. It could just be a very small raised bit. It looks like a mountain though, doesn't it? And I'm like watching this, I'm thinking, no, they're not even strapped in. They're just like put on the seat. I'd never fucking go on that. Oh, shut up.
I think it would be worse if they were strapped in, to be fair.
You think the whole structure would go down, wouldn't it, with it?
Yeah, but if they were strapped in, and they couldn't get out, and they're just going down a hill face first.
Yeah, so we don't know what's the other side. It may be a very small hill. It may be a massive hill. You know, we have no idea.
That video. That is
But
fucked up.
I saw that and I thought, oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's some serious shit.
And this time we're not finishing the episode with death because I'm sure they lived. I'm sure it's fine.
Well, mate. Well, maybe it might be there.
No, it's not. Because they'll try and ban us.
On a
Try and
good
ban-
note, though, Mickey, how are you feeling at the end of this podcast?
I'm feeling happy. Yay.
Job done.
Job done.
Hour with Niall, and you'll be fine. That's not a thing, by the way. That is,
Yeah, I don't pay him for the hour. It's free. He likes it.
It's all free. I told you. Best thing that's free.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, another thing as well, people, is no matter where you are in the public, look out for these. These are some of our new stickers, and they are going to be posted in some of the biggest public locations. So if you find one, send us a picture.
Yeah.
And we'll send some stickers your way. We'll do something, but we're going to make it.
Yeah, we'll get a T-shirt made. We'll get a T-shirt made and send it to her.
That's something that we've got in the pipeline as well. That's an idea that we've got floating around.
We can wear them while we film.
One of these stickers in public.
He said, wherever we go, it will be a public place, the Northampton where we live, or wherever we go for the day trips. We will post them, and if you happen to see them, take a picture and send them to us, and we'll sort you out. Yeah.
Sort you out.
Sort it out.
Send
bro.
you a kebab.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. We will do that. We'll send you a kebab. We'll order a kebab from a local takeaway near you and send it to you.
Just Eat. Yeah. We'll get you a Just Eat coupon or voucher card or whatever, and we'll do that. Yeah. Perfect. Cool. Anyway.
Peace out, guys.
Episode 14 done. Smashed. See you in a bit. Later.
Peace. Deuces.